King Ryan Garcia looking very focused ahead of his mega fight with Rolly Romero. It's supposed to be a blockbuster event because you have two very unpredictable and exciting fighters who are great trash talkers, great promoters, and more importantly, they're very unpredictable boxers when they get in that ring. We don't know what to expect. We could see Ryan Garcia, like everybody's expecting, to go out there and stop Rolly Romero, potentially put an end to Rolly's career and, end it for good. But we could also see Rolly Romero pull off probably the biggest upset of the year if he's able to sleep Ryan Garcia. But Ryan Garcia releases some new training footage where he's looking pretty sharp. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't seen Ryan look this fundamentally sound in a while. Ryan is known to pull straight back. He doesn't keep his hands up. He throws wild shots. But in this video, you could see him very short, shot precise, placing his punches, stuff that you really like to see. It looks like he's very focused. Obviously, we know that he's back with Derek James. So, you have that dynamic of more calm in a trainer like Derek James and then a chaotic fighter. So I feel like the two, they complement each other and you need some balance, and that's what they've got with Derek James and Ryan Garcia. But I'm happy to see that Ryan Garcia is in the gym. He looks focused. He looks in shape. So that's all that matters. I feel like Ryan Garcia being outside of the sport for a year kind of made him realize everything that he's gone through, taking away boxing from his life. I feel like now he's going to appreciate it more and want to work harder. That's why he's, made a lot of adjustments to his corner, having Justin Fortune, and like I said before, Derek James in his corner to kind of change things up, but at the same time, keep him level-headed, keep him disciplined, keep him, working hard and everything like that, keep his diligence in the gym and his focus, on 100. So I feel like Ryan Garcia is going to be sharp because, like I said, he's been out of the ring for a year. So Ryan, you can expect him to be more dedicated than he's ever been, because I feel like he now appreciates boxing more because it's been out of his life for a little bit. He hasn't been able to compete. He couldn't do that exhibition that he planned to do earlier in the year. But ultimately, I feel like this is good for Ryan Garcia because he's going to be focused. He understands that, boxing has put him through things. He's dealt with things mentally, but maybe boxing is that therapy that he needs to stay, motivated and locked in on everything, to know what his priorities are, to learn about life, because boxing is the perfect parallel to life. You're going to get knocked down continuously. You might take a loss here and there, or, very often, but it's how you bounce back. And I think that Ryan Garcia is going to be very sharp. I do expect him to beat Rolly Romero, but I will say that the physical strength is going to be in play, and I feel like it's going to be a very strong factor, no pun intended. But Rolly Romero shouldn't be counted out just because he's coming off of a loss against, Isaac Cruz, and he hasn't looked good. He hasn't been the same Rolly Romero since the Tank fight. He's still an unpredictable fighter, and you guys got to remember, like I said, the physical strength is going to play a factor in this fight, because Rolly Romero has been drained at 35, he's been drained at 40, and at 47, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you guys and say that Rolly Romero is going to be the best boxer in the world, but a fully hydrated and, someone who's not going to be drained at a weight class they don't belong in, I feel like Rolly Romero is going to feel strong, but Ryan Garcia will as well. So the separation, or what's really going to decide this fight, is going to be the game plan and execution. And I feel like with Ryan Garcia's experience, his amateur pedigree, being a 16-time national champion in the amateurs, that should go a long way in this fight, where, Rolly Romero has more of an MMA background. He's relatively inexperienced when it comes to, the amateur boxing scene. So I feel like it's kind of already a win for Rolly Romero to be fighting Ryan Garcia in a main event in Times Square, where, Ryan Garcia is already an accomplished amateur, where Rolly Romero, started fighting way later than Ryan did, and now they're on the same stage fighting each other. So Rolly should take that as a victory as well. So, if he goes in there and shocks the world and is able to put on an upset performance, not only will it be very entertaining, but it will ruin all the Ryan Garcia hype, and everything that, we thought was going to happen in the Haney rematch, because if Ryan gets stopped by Rolly, that would be the craziest upset, in a while. So I feel like if Rolly's able to do it, and I think he has a chance to, that would be really exciting for the sport of boxing. But I still pick Ryan Garcia to beat Rolly Romero, just based on the experience. But thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next Nabs Boxing video. Peace.